Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the Senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the Ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessarily, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. New age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon that city will be a reality, and we will crown its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit... Never know what the Gepka. I'm going. I'll see you. Your prime and Terry. What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
stay quiet and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Welcome aboard, Agent. Everything was clear an hour ago. Very bold.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms. I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
They found us. That
That's him. I'm gonna get this pig.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents. This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
As you wish. Take my knife.
That will be adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top. I will clean out the lower level.
Quiet. I think that's him. He's a cop. Never killed a cop before. Glad you're not hurt.
Agent Navarra.
As you wish.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's light.
Something moved. Could be the law.
Uh-oh.
Fascist.
Gunther has re-established contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Let's get up, pig. God damn.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Just answer the question.
Don't believe me? It's all in the numbers. For 100 years, there's been a conspiracy of plutocrats against ordinary people.
You have a single fact to back that up.
Number one, in 1945, corporations paid 50% of federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number two, in 1900, 90% of Americans were self-employed. Now it's about 2%.
So,
It's called consolidation. Strengthen governments and corporations, weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNACO will not be as forbearing as I am.
Yeah, the secret police. You're just bullies for a completely illegitimate government in Washington.
We will locate that shipment one way or another.
The entire executive branch is handpicked. 19 of the last 23 U.S. presidents have been members of the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is financed by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Don't tell me.
That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
But not everyone does. That's why they call it the secret government. You can't fight ideas with bullets.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter. They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster. Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle it.
The NSF had a commercial-grade security bot in this area, but one of our soldiers zapped its electrical system with an EMP grenade.
Someone should have put a slug in the commander's head. I guess you were just following orders up there. Benson touched off a gas trap. Nasty. Way to go, sir.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Yeah, well, pace yourself. You killed a lot of people tonight. I'll handle things out here. You better get to Manderley's office on level 2 and report for duty. Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office. Handle things out here.
Heard you clean the place out.
They crossed the line by going into the statue.
That's exactly right. We're already gearing up to hunt these sons of bitches door to door in Manhattan. Need some hardware? Scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. Can have it for 700 credits. Also picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbows.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Carter? You don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here.
I'll check back with you later.
Glad you're coming around to our...
I'll check.
Glad you're coming around to our...
I'll check. Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner. It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
You're just kidding around, right?
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Before the briefing, you've got to go to level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination. See Jaime Reyes in the med center and Sam Carter in the armory. Your partner for the next assignment, Anna Navarra, is in the adjoining break room to the east. Maybe you should introduce yourself.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
My new partner, JC Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
At least it is a way that we know when it's not Paul.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
He will not be the equivalent of his brother. I have seen that he knows the procedure of a good offensive.
Let us hope you are right.
I won't let you down, Agent.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton? Way to go, sir. Gunther should have followed orders. I can't wait to get to New York and finish the job. Situation normal, sir.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
Sorry, sir, I can't carry anything else right now.
So let's see. A stealth pistol and... what else do you think you'll need?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armor.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
Situation normal, sir. Situation normal, sir. That was a close one up there.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue.
Maybe you did. My order from Versalite was on the ship the NSF captured. You'll need to take it to one of the medbas for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Report to Manderley. He told me to send you back to him on the double.
Careful.
red hot. Looks like you found me.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back. It'll be interesting to see how the transmission sounds in Manhattan.
I don't like getting shot at. Not one bit.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250. We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir.
You'll behave like a professional. That's an order. Grow up, JC. You'll come to admire your partner. She's one of our best.
They're really You're going to make a mess.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? Yes, I see here that she did.
Hell of a first day.
Wish I was going with you. Good luck out there. Man, 2 Dentons in the field.
Way to go, sir. Good luck, Agent.
The boat's ready.
Let's head out.
All right, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hell's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing. All right, let's...
Hold on, are we going?
A second...
Starving.
How about some soy food?
Don't matter. I just need something in my stomach so I can fall asleep.
There you go. Do you have a place to stay?
I sleep out on the dock where they unload the speedboats.
Speedboats? Is that how the NSF get their supplies?
I don't know. They're always coming in and out of the tunnel behind the soda machine.
Interesting.
I spy on them from the crates. The code is 9183.
Clever boy.
Thanks for the snack, mister.
It's the least I could do.
Looks like these tunnels head toward Castle Clinton. I can't find them on the map, though.
Someone there? Take him! I'm gonna get this pig. I think pig.
assignment and stay behind to protect the Ambrosia. Look for her out front.
You were too gentle with the NSF, but I cannot complain. You completed the objective. At least you are not a coward like Paul.
I'm learning as I go.
You just passed Lesson 1. Lesson 2 is how we deal with the terrorists in the subway station.
I'm ready.
The terrorists have wired the platform with explosives and put in hostages. Get the hostages out if you can, but make sure the NSF learn that human shields will not work against UNATCO.
Nothing we can't handle with a few EMP grenades.
We are thinking the same thought. I will equip you with 2 grenades. They will disable any electronic detonators within a radius of 20 meters.
Good work.
Somebody kill me. Anybody?
I'm sorry. I can't kill you.
Please.
Go to a public clinic. They can do something for the pain.
It's true. It's your whole body. Every cell.
You have the Gray Death?
I can't make it. I just can't make it.
They've moved into the shanty town.
NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
Wait, quiet.
Subway to Hell's Kitchen and go talk.
Saved my life.
You all right?
I guess so.
Why were the NSF holding the station?
They were pulling out. Most of them got on the train and went up north.
Were they transporting any heavy supplies? Barrels?
Not that I saw, but I heard them talking about a warehouse. How they needed every precious second to move some kind of shipment.
Precious indeed. They just gave up a half a dozen lives for a couple of minutes.
They were gonna blow the whole place up. Us, them, everything.
I'll be okay, thanks. They're shooting. Why do they keep shooting?
What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source, probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
Hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
Denton. Hey, it's Denton.
You want these?
What?
Give him the grenades.
Look, I know he's your brother, but...
Your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Sure. Hand them over.
Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck.
Stay out of the Ton, bro.
Buy ambrosia from a drug dealer?
We're talking about your wife, the Grey Death.
I don't know. If I gave it to her, and it was cut...
Jojo's good for it. People know him. He'd be hanging from a streetlight if he was selling bad vaccine. Hey, Shay, Cape Cod. Here's a little vodka this time. Coming up.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
Where's that?
That's valuable information. You'll have to come up with some kind of payment. How about liquor?
You can have this beer.
That one's warm. Get me something from the bartender.
You would never forgive yourself if... What can I get you?
You work here, you must...
Not exactly.
Where's that?
A few blocks south, not a...
I'd like to check.
Well, you may be out of luck.
Sounds like a good...
Something to drink?
That's some hit.
Yeah.
I'm in the bit.
Well, I was in an early program, okay? The tap's out.
Beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have...
That'll do. His name's Smuggler.
Thanks.
Now I'll tell you something.
What's that?
Area 51.
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about a warehouse with an illicit generator.
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? What do you have for me?
You can have it.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires, big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic cables.
A pilot? What do you fly?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back when they promised they were going to stop spying on people.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual, even for the UN.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun. Glad to know you. What can you...
Sorry, regulations prevent...
Regulations, huh?
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now.
Talk to one of the guys in green. UNATCO's running the show today. We've been asked to direct pedestrians to the Underworld Bar. They'll be safe there.
Who will help the widow's son?
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. The NSF are playing right into our hands. I don't hear much about it, but I know the signs. There's gonna be an announcement soon.
Yeah?
We're looking for an illegal power gen.
I might have heard something.
Sure.
Appreciate the business. Yeah,
I met this truck driver.
Do you remember the name of the street?
Didn't seem like a big deal at the time. You might try that
That helps a little.
It's all ice cream and lollipops. That's what the nice man on TV.
Paul, I know you said no phone messages, but South Street's going up in smoke. We'll have to meet at the subway station.
Watch out, they've got guns.
Thanks. Trying to catch my breath.
Thanks for taking care of those guys. You from the police?
UNATCO.
Yeah? Well, you might be interested. I heard them talking. They said something about how they had just put in a generator in a warehouse a few streets south of here.
Did you catch the name of the street?
No, but they were talking about their security setup.
Anything interesting?
It sounded like there was underground access. They're using the word righteous as some kind of password.
That's very helpful. Thanks.
Pig.
You all right, Mr. Renton?
Fine, I think that's all of them. You got the guys upstairs, right?
Yeah. How's your daughter? Is she somewhere safe?
I don't know. She's been gone all week. I try not to think about it.
Tonight's a bad night to be on the streets. I'll take a look around.
Hey, if you see Sandra, tell her I don't care. I don't care what she's been doing. She can come home. No questions, no speeches.
Sure.
Sandra's pretty headstrong sometimes.
Thought I was a goner. You just about saved my life.
You saved my life.
There were a couple of NSF on the second floor. I took care of the situation.
What about the hostages?
Doing fine. You guys can relax.
Well, I'm glad they made it.
Whoa! This is gonna be good. This is gonna be...
Talk to one of the guys in green. UNATCO's running the show today.
Getting too old for this.
Yes. Password? Open up. I'm a federal agent.
The NSF are playing right into our hands.
We've been asked to direct pedestrians to the Underworld Bar. We'll be safe there. About time these thugs came out in the open. Now, this is a job for military units, not...
What I'm telling you, girl. What you want?
You've got 10 seconds to beat it before I add you to the list of NSF casualties.
Easy, bro. Just having us a conversation.
5 seconds.
Girl's got a head full of marbles. I have to yell. Or she don't hear me.
3.
She skitters on me. It's my ass, man.
1.
All right. Go on. Jesus.
Thanks.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into smugglers.
Right. The weapons dealer.
Hey, you shouldn't have threatened Johnny. Soon as Jojo finds out.
Your father asked me to look for you. He'd like you to come home.
My dad shouldn't have hired a hitman. Stupid way to get himself killed.
Who's this Jojo?
You can't touch Jojo. He doesn't go out, and there's only 2 ways to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
You think you can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first place, it's locked.
Looks like the fighting in the park has died down.
And if you go underground, he's got laser tripwires, drone guns, military-type stuff, plus there are guards on the roof.
Tell you what, I'll handle Jojo. You get home so your father won't have to worry.
I can take care of myself.
Hey, JC. I applaud your instincts here. Just don't forget about the generator when you're done. Paul's still bringing up his team, so you've got a little time.
You know Smuggler? What can...
Tough guy like you. Figured you'd be a big customer.
That's exactly what I want.
Thanks already. Now leave me alone.
Password?
Bloodshot.
Our files show that the smuggler is whacked out paranoid. Watch for booby traps. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're gonna be delayed while we bring in chopper support.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of...
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe...
These guys are pros.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a...
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware.
Tell me about the...
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits, a bioelectric cell for 800, and some light amplification goggles for 3,500.
Too expensive.
This city's lit up, man.
These tunnels aren't on the New York City sewer maps. Weird. I have no information on what you might be getting into. Seems worth following up.
yourself up.
That's him.
This area is an old water treatment facility. I wonder what all these paramilitary types are doing down here. But considering what the smugglers said... These tunnels aren't on the New York City sewer maps. Weird. I have no information on what you might be getting into. It seems worth following up.
Did anybody else hear something? Son of a... Watch yourself. This one's some kind of mech. This area is an old water treatment That's the one.
facility.
Okay, drop it.
I wonder what all these paramilitary types are doing down here. Considering what the smugglers said, I
Nice
imagine
work.
this is where they're holding his friend. These tunnels aren't on the New York City sewer maps. Weird. I have no information on what you might be getting into. It seems worth following up.
Hello? Whoever's out there is in serious trouble. That's the one. Okay, drop it. Stop right into the head. Whoever's out there is in serious trouble.
This area is an old water treatment facility. I wonder what all these paramilitary types are doing down here. Considering what the smuggler said, I would imagine this is where they're holding his friend, Ford Schick.
That's it. Definitely got you. I've got a bogey, no gotcha.
You must be Ford Chick.
Who are you?
Smuggler sent me. Who's holding you here? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers.
I don't know. They're private security for a biotech company or something. They had me doing antibody work.
Corporate security isn't usually outfitted to fight a ground war.
They're doing experiments on people. They don't want anybody finding out.
Make a break for it. I'll protect you.
Here I go. If you see Smuggler, tell him I'm all right. They had me working on immunoglobulin and coatings.
All clear.
We'll take it from here.
It's all ice cream and love.
The NSF are playing right into our...
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot. I got your friend out.
Ford, is he all right?
Fine. You were right about those troops. Definitely not NSF.
They're the CIA. They capture people and use them for medical experiments.
I wouldn't go that far. You said you'd make it worth my while.
Since you helped Ford, I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 700 credits, a bioelectric cell for 250, or some light amplification goggles for 1125.
Not interested.
Well, you know where to find me.
No problem.
You want something? Talk to me.
Talk to one of the guys in green.
I
The riot
heard
cops
a
are
lot
running
of
scared.
outside.
Reminds me of Washington. I was there when the NSF overran Squalnomi, back when they were called the Northwest Secessionist Forces. Were you at Squalnomi?
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic. Please proceed to the examining room.
This line has been shut down.
Not now. Please.
You look like the do-it-yourself type. How about the automated care plan? Only 2,000 credits. Medkits are 300, but if you want augmentation work, you need the bots.
Never mind.
As you wish.
Got a few credits?
You have the plague?
Nah. Cops ran us off the streets. Usually I go into the water tunnels in the warehouse district, but somebody boarded up the window.
You live in a tunnel?
Actually, I like to stay on the roof of this big apartment building. Nice view, if it's not too cold. There's a freight elevator at the end of the tunnel.
Where's that window you were talking about?
It's a basement window in the park south of the hotel.
You know where Eddie went?
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
This is supposed to be a free clinic. Bet you'd do something if I had more money.
Vectors. The vectors are all wrong.
This account has been locked pending investigation.
One of the doctors can help you.
Christ. You see the guy begging for a cure?
All clear.
Automated security in this area. There's a control panel somewhere, about waist level. It might be hidden. Heads up, JC. I'm sending you a satellite image. We've got NSF troops on the rooftops.
got this one.
I swear I heard something. That
This one's a goner.
Stay cool. I'm still around.
God damn.
Who was that? I didn't see a uniform.
Power just died at the NSF headquarters. Now it's up to Paul. Go to the roof. A chopper is arriving with Agent Herman on board. He will lock down the warehouse while you take the chopper back to HQ.
Manderly has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of this district.
I took care of the generator. How's the raid going?
They should have sent Agent Navarre. Your brother is timid like a child.
Did something go wrong?
You do not need to hear anything from me. Take the helicopter back to base. I am sure Manderly has planned a debriefing for the top agents. I do not need assistance.
Class boarding call, UNATCO HQ.
Hey, you're the guy I talked to at the Underworld bar, right? The one asking for beer.
You don't want to fly one of these birds all wound up. They have a temperament, especially in a crosswind.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Your mission was a success. Just about the only bright side of the operation, unfortunately. Report to Manderly for a briefing.
Mr. Dent.
Yeah?
The prisoners on level 3 are a sensitive matter. Leave the interrogations to Mr. Simons. You are authorized to receive your orders from Joseph Manderly, after which you will return to the helipad.
Simons. You guys from DC? What agency?
Please proceed to Manderly's office. We will expect to see you shortly. Do not question the prisoners yourself.
Don't worry about what the guys are saying about Hell's Kitchen. Manderly said he's busy, but to wait outside his office.
I think the suits are putting the squeeze on Manderly about this one.
You'll have to wait a minute. I was here first. Mr. Manderly is in a meeting, JC. You'll have to wait.
I was told to report for a debriefing.
A debriefing. Do not worry. You passed every test. You will be a most effective weapon for the Coalition.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch.
I wasn't exaggerating. He's our best agent.
We don't need him. We've got his brother, and more are on the way.
He knows nothing.
I think he does. You should never have sent him to Hong Kong.
Let's be sensible. We have to look at the whole record.
Look, I understand. It was your pet project, but it's out of my hands. Now that the shipment's been lost.
I know. I will comply with the order.
That's all I ask. Carry on. I'm going downstairs to interrogate the prisoners. Carry on, Agent.
I cannot wait forever.
Hello, JC. Come in. Clerical task first. Your op bonus is split between the Castle Clinton and warehouse objectives, 500 each. You get the full 1,000 plus 200 for how you handle the hostage situation in the Battery Park subway station. Good work across the board.
Thank you, sir. Who is that you were meeting with?
Politics, bureaucracy, mismanagement. JC, I've got some bad news. The mission failed.
I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse.
Never mind that. He slipped out before you even got to New York.
What about the shipment?
I'm just going to say it straight, JC. Your brother screwed up. We got nothing, and he's taking the heat this time. The Coalition is letting him go.
What went wrong?
We don't know. He hasn't reported back. The rest of the strike force says he lost his nerve.
I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas.
Whatever the case, now it's your turn. We've got one more chance to retake that shipment.
Has it been located?
Get any equipment you need from Carter, then take the chopper back to the city. We know they plan to put the Ambrosia on a plane, but we don't know which airfield.
Where should I start?
If I were the NSF, I'd be moving it through the subways, the abandoned parts of the infrastructure.
I'll check out the subways.
I have been waiting for 20 minutes.
Sorry, Anna. What is it?
I would like to be reassigned to Agent Herman.
Why? Is Agent Denton?
He completed his objective, but our tactics are incompatible.
In other words, he didn't kill everything in sight.
He could have made a more thorough search for NSF targets, yes.
Our pilot Jock is waiting for you at the helipad. Let's not be hasty. He will improve.
You have your orders from Mr. Manderley.
If you see your brother, send him my way.
I'd like to know what the feds are doing down in this.
You might talk to my friend. He's a little down.
I took a few hits tonight. The doc had to operate.
We'll get well soon, soldier.
Yes, sir. I will.
Thanks for talking to my friend.
Looks pretty bad down here.
Keeps getting worse.
The NSF aren't kidding.
Fine. I lost one of the privates because a refrigeration unit went down. That's always hard.
You've got a lot on your hands.
Agent Denton, marvelous. In addition to an accuracy weapon modification, I've got a couple of multi-tools.
Mr. Carter, can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
I'm getting the impression that UNATCO is focused more on military operations than law enforcement.
The focus has shifted lately, I agree.
The only way Anna would have been satisfied is if I executed every terrorist in Castle Clinton. Standing order seems to be shoot to kill.
Direct intervention is always part of the game. In my day, we were just more civilized about it.
Civilized. That's the word. I guess I was expecting a little more class from the world's anti-terrorist organization.
We just have to strike a balance. Why don't I throw in an extra clip with those multi-tools? I trust you will be able to judge when one or the other is appropriate for achieving mission objectives.
They had us picking up the bodies you left in the statue. What a chore. I'd like to know what the feds are doing down in the cell block. Manderley says only seniors...
I don't think you're supposed to be down here, Agent.
I have one question.
They already asked. I don't know.
One must admire a man who can keep a secret because he has value. What you know more than others makes money and gives you a measure of power.
You Walton Simons? You think I could be bribed?
Margaret Forsyth under NSF protection in Queens. Your son Richard attending Bronx Science. You see, I have a few relevant facts myself. Care to make a trade?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll give you 2 seconds to decide. Get out of it, Denton. This is none of your business. Time's up. Where is the NSF taking the ambrosia?
They asked me already. I don't know.
Need I remind you that in the case of a national emergency, FEMA has a list of 6 million Americans who will be transported to detention centers? Your tabloids call it RX-84.
Yeah, including the President, Congress, and the Supreme Court.
In my position, I find it very easy to add names to that list.
Go to hell. The United States government has had emergency powers since World War II. We've never left a state of war.
Speak for yourself. The federal government is just responding to a threat.
A government should be about more than self-perpetuation.
You will confess, by the way. I don't like to dirty my hands with that sort of thing, but you will confess. Certain intellectual properties, aside from the quantities of vaccine, concern me deeply. Has the NSF made any attempt at reverse engineering?
Leave me alone.
If you wanted to save people, you could have unloaded the whole shipment in Manhattan. What are the air left?
You said it yourself. Secrets are power.
We have less civilized ways of making you talk. I am a patient man.
Ask me if I care.
But not that patient. You saw nothing, Denton. Report to the helipad.
I won't say anything, but I think you should go.
Still haven't had a chance to clean them. Don't listen to what they're saying about the shootout in the park and Hell's Kitchen. You had other priorities.
Hope this one turns out a little better. Your chopper's ready, Agent.
Get on the helicopter, Mr. Denton. Simons did not appreciate your interference. Please do not keep us waiting. We are needed inside.
Those jerks from Washington think they own